So I forgot to clap.
Okay.
Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Taurus, part 1. Welcome to Virtual Tarot, Taurus, the Empress, all of our Empresses out there.
Yes. And I'm Ava.
And I am Trudy, and it is the month of June, and we are here reading for you. But before we do that, we want to announce that we have a brand new way to purchase a reading with Ava and Trudy.
We're so proud of our new website. It's Ava Trudy, virtualtarot.com. And please go there and have a look. Sort of go around and see what we have. We're not anywhere near done. It's just the beginning. But it is hopefully an easier way for you to access our private readings, which we need from you because that's what supports these virtual public and mass-oriented readings, because we read for every Taurus out there in the universe. But if one of you Taurians would like a specific reading about your situation, go to, and now we can say, Ava Trudy, virtualtarot.com.
Go to the purchase a reading page and purchase a reading. If that confounds you, click the big red banner that says purchase a reading from the classic site. And you can go to the old site and purchase a reading.
If you're more comfortable there still.
Okay, so we are going to tell you what we do here. If you've never been with us before, shame on you.
Yes.
And we are gaining quite a few new subscribers.
We are.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
So if it's your second month, just know we're going to tell you what happened last month. And so we do a 4-card spread here every month. And the first card represents the overall environment of the month.
The second card is your challenge. And the third card is?
That which you did not expect, forewarned, is forearmed. And we're actually going to have that mug for sale on our website.
Oh, I love that mug. Yes. You can take it to your coffee shop.
There you go.
And tell people all about what it is to be forewarned.
Yes.
All right. And then the last one is the outcome. So it sums up the entire month for you, and it gives you a little peek into the next month as well.
So let's go over last month what happened with you, Taurus. And I have a Taurus moon child over here.
My moon is in Taurus. That is, my heart is in Taurus.
She would like to see what's going on for this month. So anyway, last month, what came up for you? I call this the super obvious card, Justice. So as you can see, this card is all about fairness within the court system, examining the evidence, balance, of course,
Yes.
because we have the scales here, and I always say this card's so obvious
And acting virtuously.
that it defies explanation. So moving on, we had another major arcana card.
Yes, it was a big month. The Lovers upright was your challenge. That again is has multiple meanings, but the most obvious is, of course, your love life.
Yes.
Your
Passion.
relationship, the balancing of the various elements, psychic and behavioral challenges. It's a challenge, isn't the challenge? So that which challenges you about your relationship or partner. But on a abstract level, it's about individualization within a group or within a partnership, becoming the individual in that partnership, so you're not subsumed by it. That's it. And then we go on.
And then we go on. The next position, we had 2 people cards show up at the very end. The position of the unexpected. We had the Queen of Swords, who could be
Your mother-in-law.
me, a Gemini, which I am, an Aquarius, or a Libra. And now this is the woman who is all about the intellect. She is the most emotionally removed of all the queens, or seemingly so.
She wants it done right, and she doesn't care how much it hurts. Right.
She's the queen of the black and white.
Yeah,
it's right or wrong, okay?
So unexpectedly, either that individual shows up in the scene, or you become, or that those qualities are a part of what is going on around you. Maybe you have to exhibit these qualities unexpectedly.
So there's not a lot of sentiment wrapped around
and
this
the
lady
challenge
queen.
was
Justice.
the lovers.
Challenge was the lovers, yes.
The lovers. So unexpectedly, you have to be a little bit more unsentimental about things.
Yeah, so perhaps there was that type of energy going on within the relationship. Maybe if you're a male viewer, and we have a lot of male viewers, we have 20% now. We started with 8 and we've grown to 20. She may not be as available emotionally to you, or had been unexpectedly, if it is a love relationship.
If it's that.
And then moving on.
Queen of Wands at the end. Upright red.
She is a fiery, passionate queen. Yes. And so what do we say about this queen? Okay, this is the queen who is the career girl. This is the woman who can make her own way in the world. She doesn't need no man. I don't need no man. But she also is fiery and passionate. And if she's in the inverse, we often will say she's playgirl. She's the queen that fools around. The wanton woman.
But really, it's just about managing your passions, your career passions, your becoming inspired.
Yes.
By what it is that is your passion.
On a mundane level.
Right.
But if we were looking at the lovers, it's going to be a choice between 2 different types of women.
Right.
Also, I mean, we have 2 people cards. We have the lovers.
For our bundle people.
For the male viewers.
Right.
Yeah. Could be that, or you could have 2 women influencing your situation. And they
2
could
different
be,
types.
Yes. One is unsentimental and one is on fire with ideas.
Yeah.
She's a fire starter.
She's inspired by something. So but she's very professional.
And
well.
And then we have this one that goes by the book.
And by the book, yes.
Yes. So.
All right.
That was a really crazy reading last month.
It was.
Lots of people. Lots of passion.
But having to act with total integrity.
Yes. And to
Because
be
of the justice.
fair.
Yes. And to be fair in your judgments.
Yes.
So let's start the June reading now.
You ready?
Hold on to your hats.
Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Now.
So your defenses are down. We have the 7 of Wands.
Good.
Inverted.
Yep. All right.
So perhaps you were like, don't tell me what to do last month, but this month you're like, okay, tell me what to do. Do whatever you say. Maybe.
All right. Well, the image is of a man at the top of a hill in a defensive mode,
Yes.
defending his position. He's achieved a higher level of achievement in something, and his wand is being used to defend that position from those who would want to take it from him, or who are competing with him for it. Now, in its inverse, it could mean that you don't know how to defend that position. You're, for some reason, or you feel no longer that you need to defend it.
Well, and then also, let's just say that all of our cards, when they're reversed, can become magnifications.
Magnifications?
So this card in the upright would say that you're defending it well.
Right.
Your ideas, your position within society, your relationship, whatever it is.
Your job.
But you flip it around and maybe somebody's coming in from the side and, disrupting whatever you have going on, and you're
Right.
losing a little bit of status.
So it's excessive competition.
Yeah, and it can also mean
The fact that
that you're overly defensive.
or either overly or underly. One or the
other.
Defending too much. Sometimes people become ridiculous
Yeah,
in their constant defending of something that doesn't need defending.
right.
And so it's like, I
So
didn't
balance.
do that. I
Right.
didn't do that.
Right.
How could you say I did that when you weren't really saying they did anything?
Right.
And so there's this attitude
Mm-hmm.
of paranoia almost.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
Just paranoid.
paranoia. Like
Uh-huh.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They all want.
You're waiting to lose
You're waiting.
your footing and your
to,
position.
Yeah. So
yeah.
be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be careful you don't fall into that psychological trap of having to. You know, when you don't compare yourself to other people, then you never fall into that trap.
Mm-hmm.
If you're confident in what you're doing, you don't care what your
Right,
competition
right,
is
right,
up to,
right.
really.
Yeah. It could mean that there's just this eagle eye out for someone trying to take your place.
Right,
And
right.
being a little paranoid about the competition.
A little paranoia.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what their challenge is.
And then in the position of,
Challenge.
we have the 5 of Cups.
Right.
Not a bad card. Doesn't look like a great card because it looks like they're emotional. There's a loss here. We see this gentleman, or it could be a female. Can't really tell. But bemoaning the fact that these 3 cups have been tipped and they are now empty. And so I sometimes see this card and I think your challenge is grief. Okay. Because I always see this as someone who is within the grieving process, which often when you're grieving, you're focused, you like have this laser focus on just the one thing that's not working out in your life. Mm-hmm. And you really, if we could all focus that well on our work,
Yes.
that would be great.
Focusing on the negative is,
Yes. That which you do not have, which
but
is
it's
what this
interesting
card
because
is.
the mind works that way. Is you have a negative thought, well, it sort of draws to it other negative thoughts. Before you know it, you have an avalanche of negativity going on in your mind, and you become completely overwhelmed by it. So you're emotionally, you're spilled out. That is, your emotional energy spilled out because you're focused on the loss.
But to back up on this card, we have 2 full cups.
Which means that if you were just to turn around, which is to turn around and notice all that you really have, how abundant is your world, and that there are means by which you can go across the bridge, because there's that bridge right in the background, to the perfect castle, to the perfect place, to that goal where you wanted to go in the first place, but you can't see the bridge, you can't see the means by which to it, because you're so focused on your loss.
On your grief.
On your grief. So the counsel is to get over that.
Yeah, that's your challenge.
That's
to move past the grief.
The feeling of that everything is about that.
Or I want to cry. I just feel as if I want to cry. Don't get stuck in the cry rut. Crying is really, really therapeutic.
Yes.
But at some point you have to reframe.
Yeah. Any emotion can become addictive.
Yes.
You can fall in love with your grieving.
Oh, sure. A lot of people do.
And they do, and they prefer to
It's a badge of honor.
Yes, it's like they seek out some sort of desperate situation that they can grieve over.
Let's see if you move out quickly. Because Taurus never hangs out for things like this.
No, they don't. They don't.
And there we have a very nice card. We have the Page of Pentacles. So you're looking at a new way, perhaps a job, an endeavor that will allow you to create some type of foundation,
new
security.
source.
I always think of it as like the babysitter, the card of the babysitter. Because it's a young person, so like, what do you do when you're a kid and you want to go, let's say, to Disney World, and you're 16, your dad says, make the money on your own, and you're like, okay, I'll go babysit, right?
Right. Figuring out ways to...
Finding ways to make additional money.
Income. New ways.
Right.
Now...
And Uber. We had said Uber.
Uber would be a good idea.
If you have a clean car, drive Uber.
So, from what I'm seeing, in this economic world we live in, there are so many people laid off, losing their job.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so what this says, if you should happen to be in that unfortunate category, then this shows that out of the blue, you might be presented with a new opportunity that you hadn't anticipated because it's unexpected.
Yeah. And it may be something that you're not really completely familiar with. Because we have a page, so there's like some learning involved.
Right. It's establishing new ways of creating security for yourself. These are new ideas. These are new building projects. He's a hands-on sort of. He's a crafty person. He can get his hands dirty.
And now remember, you're a Taurus, so you are a Pentacle.
Yes.
Queen or
so these
king.
are fresh, practical ideas.
Which is where you rule.
Right. So let's see how it ends. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so now finally,
All right.
finally, we have a major arcana card. It is a great card. Last month I was holding up a picture of Rihanna in a shark's mouth, okay?
No, not Beyonce.
It wasn't Beyonce.
We
I
apologize.
was corrected, sorry.
They look alike in a shark's mouth. You can't tell who's who.
It was the tat. She has a Nefertiti tat. I didn't realize that.
Oh, she did?
Rihanna does.
A Nefertiti tat?
Yeah. So, this is a great card for any sign, but I think particularly for Taurus. Because Taurus is very elegant and charming and able to sort of quietly and solemnly work their way through an issue. And really that's what this card speaks to. Working with other people who are perhaps showing their like bestial side, they maybe are a little bit loud in the boardroom,
But they display anger,
wild and out of control.
All the lower beastly passions, that is anger, frustration, anxiety, all the things that, hatred, sharp criticisms, things like that. That's the roar of the beast, or that your own lower instincts are...
And they're roaring.
They're roaring. So you tame them.
Yes.
You manage to tame them with a higher sensibility. You come from a place of peace and harmony, joy, and unconditional love. And you nurture and you quiet the beast, whether that beast lives in you or lives amongst you.
So if this were a reading, and I like the idea of reading to, if you have been in a very competitive environment that sort of left you feeling wary and maybe even a little bit paranoid.
A little paranoid.
And there's been this loss, and that could be a loss within relationship or even your job.
Yes.
Your challenge is to find a new way to create.
Beast. Well, that beast could be the social beast.
It could be.
It could be the company, the whole social dynamic that's necessary. That's sort of like
and almost seeing the possibility. That's really what this is. Seeing the possibility.
Seeing the possibility.
Possibility.
With a cool head.
Yeah, seeing
a cool head and an open heart.
Right. The possibility to make this actually work.
Right.
In a practical way. In a new practical way. Unexpectedly. That I think has a lot to do with this card.
to me is always the card of compassion. Having compassion for your
Fellow man.
fellow man, or for that which wants to do you harm.
Yeah.
And instead of fighting it head on or trying to kill it,
You charm the pants off of
you
it.
charm. That's absolutely right. You realize the power of the feminine within you. That loving, nurturing, kind, compassionate part of you that tames the beast,
Right.
the social beast.
Right, yes, because
So-
it seems as if that is the key
Yeah.
to creating stability
Yeah.
once again.
Quiet your own.
That's the spiritual counsel.
Yeah. Quiet your own spirit and conquer the world.
With confidence,
With
because it
confidence.
takes a lot of confidence
It does.
to walk into a lion's den.
Yes. And to know that you are really superior.
Yes, because
Your
love.
love is superior.
Yeah.
Always. Always.
Mhm.
So
There you
have
go.
confidence, dear Taurus. You will tame the beast this month.
Yes, be that in the boardroom or the bedroom. And we'll be back in that month. virtualtarot.com, avatrudyvirtualtarot.com. Check out our website, and we're going to do a lot of cool things on this website. We're
my
working
God.
on a couple of things right
Now,
Yeah.
there's so many things we don't even know how to begin.
Yes.
So,
But right now what we're really working on is the purchase a reading page.
Yes.
So go there, purchase a
it
reading.
helps us to sustain our monthly readings for you, which we offer to you for free. And we appreciate your coming to our website. And we have readings that are very simple. We have a burning question reading that's only $50. So that's a nice introduction to it.
Check it out. We'll see you next month. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Virgo.
Bye. Taurus. Not Virgo.
Wedding. Yeah, I think we're leaving, Ellie. I see. Thank you.
Watch out. The attack of the foliage.
Right. One more.